At 5, Portland Mayor Keith Wilson outlined his new plan to end homelessness in front of the city council today.
Fox 12's McKenna Marks joins us now live outside City Hall after sitting in on the council's work session. McKenna, what can you tell us?
Well, Pete, Nora, as we remember, Keith Wilson's one of his main highlights throughout his mayoral campaign was his promise to end unsheltered homelessness in Portland in just 1 year. Now, that work session just wrapped up at the top of the hour, and as expected, Mayor Wilson walked the council through his plan to follow through.
What I want to talk about today is a plan to solve the crisis and relieve the suffering we all see on the street every day. And when we work together to do that, we will make our existing programs to reduce homelessness even more effective.
Mayor Keith Wilson presented his plan to end unsheltered homelessness in Portland to the City Council on Wednesday. With the council's support, he hopes to accomplish his plan within 12 months.
We must treat the crisis like a crisis and will respond with a full disaster recovery strategy.
Before Wednesday's City Council work session, Wilson and other local leaders met to discuss his plan. According to data cited in Wilson's plan, 5,398 people were unsheltered in Portland in 2023, and 456 of those people died that same year. Portland City Council member Eric Zimmerman addressed these concerning numbers and Wilson's plan in Wednesday's group meeting.
Now being into these kind of numbers is making me very open to aggressively challenging kind of the status quo and how we've gone about this. I think that the mayor's proposal is aggressive in challenging some status quo here.
Wilson wants to highlight the parts of the current system that works and enforce the laws already in place. However, he says a major key to making his plan successful is prioritizing nighttime shelters. That is what Wilson says will help get more people off the streets. While walking the council through his plan, Wilson shared his own personal accounts of interacting with his homeless neighbors and encouraged the council to act with compassion as they move forward.
And then there's Jess, the person on 4th on Main, a block away from where we're at. You've all seen him. The point is, he suffers from mental illness. You see him every single day. And every day we walk by him or drive by him, us as leaders have created a new policy saying that that's acceptable in our community.
During the work session, it was estimated that the city of Portland is spending about $75 million this fiscal year on homeless reduction services. Right now, the city is working to cut its budget by $100 million. When it comes to paying for this new plan, Councilor Loretta Smith shared her concerns with Wilson.
How do you expect us to be able to afford this for 25-26 to add an additional $75 million on top of our current budget?
Wilson said he is working to secure outside funding. He also said that by adopting his plan, the city could actually save money by reducing the amount of tent cleanups, search warrants, and arrests the city is currently dealing with when it comes to the homeless population. But Wilson's message was clear. He's confident in his plan and says the city needs to take action soon.
We can't afford not to do this.
Now, there are a lot of moving parts in Wilson's plan, but he says he's already received support from Oregon Governor Tina Kotek and even federal support from Oregon Representative Pam Marsh. Even so, he says to make his plan successful, he will need support from the City Council and the local community. Live in downtown Portland, McKenna Marks, Fox 12 Oregon.